3 directions for Jey Uso if he appears on WWE Raw today. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Jey Uso is currently having a tough time on Raw, as things have not been going well with him lately. While trying to help Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel, the WWE master ended up costing his cousin. As a result, he received a harsh rebuke from the OTC. The tension was palpable as Jey stormed off backstage, with his frustration boiling over like a volcano. There is currently no update on whether he will appear today on Raw. Given the recent developments, there is a chance that main event Jey might go on a self-imposed exile. However, there is also a possibility that he could show up on Raw. If he does, it will be interesting to see what his next course of action would be. Let's take a look at 3 directions for Jey Uso if he appears on Raw today. Brock Lesnar hates these 8 WWE. A frustrated Jey Uso could appear on Raw to address the events that unfolded at Crown Jewel this past weekend. He could call out Roman Reigns for his behavior, unleashing a verbal scathing against the latter. Firstly, the WWE master could make it clear that he wanted to help Reigns, which is why he and Jimmy Uso showed up during the Australian street fight. Jey could state that he is no longer anyone's henchman and would not tolerate disrespect, even from his cousin. The former Intercontinental Champion could deliver a bitter promo targeted towards the OTC. Following that, he could simply walk away backstage, showing his frustration with Roman Reigns and everything that has been going on around him lately. The recent relationship between Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso hasn't been any good either. The two brothers have not been on the same page lately. Although Big Jim tried to console the WWE master at Crown Jewel, the latter disregarded it and walked away. Jey could have a segment with Jimmy today on Raw where he could officially part ways with his brother. The former Intercontinental Champion could state that he would now tread his own path and would no longer need his family around him. Jey Uso could give his brother a cold shoulder and walk away with a mission to achieve his goals by himself. This could mark the end of the Usos once again on Raw, with the twins going their separate ways. Jey Uso has been wanting to chase the World Heavyweight Championship for the past few weeks. Now that Crown Jewel is over, he could shift his focus to his ultimate goal and embark on that path. The OG Bloodline member could confront Seth Rollins today on Raw and challenge him for the World Heavyweight Championship. The two superstars could be involved in a big segment on the show. However, Jey might fall prey to the numbers game as the Vision could destroy him. This could once again put Jimmy Uso into the equation. The Usos could continue to feud with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed before Jey ultimately goes after Rollins in the World Heavyweight Championship. Supasish Deb is a writer at Sportskeeda, India's leading sports and esports platform. With 3 years of experience in sports journalism, he has been writing compelling stories and analyses, covering trending news and its underlying aspects. His writing style is distinctive for its use of rhetorical devices, which allows him to elevate wrestling journalism beyond mere reporting. Deb has been an avid WWE and cricket fan since childhood and believes the blend of his love for sports and knowledge of writing led him to become a sports correspondent. Given his love and passion for this industry, he has worked for several top firms and media outlets both as a seasoned writer and as an editor. Apart from penning engaging articles, Deb has also done script writing for a few local short films and has directed and produced one of them. When the spotlight dims, he loves to escape into the world of web series and anime, indulging in the magic of storytelling. Jey Uso's WWE journey has been one of the most compelling stories in modern wrestling history, and after the events of Crown Jewel 2025, fans are eager to see what's next for main event Jey if he shows up on WWE Raw tonight. The former Bloodline member has become one of the most emotionally driven and unpredictable superstars in the company, capable of stealing the show in any segment he's part of. With tensions in the Bloodline seemingly at an all-time high and new rivalries forming across both brands, Jey's appearance on Raw could set off a chain reaction that reshapes WWE's main event scene. There are several major directions WWE could take with him if he returns to the Red brand tonight, each carrying major implications for Survivor Series season and beyond. One of the most likely and dramatic directions would be for Jey Uso to officially reunite with his brother Jimmy Uso. The two have been separated across brands for months, and while they've briefly interacted during pay-per-view crossovers, a full reunion has not yet taken place. After everything that's happened between them and the Bloodline, WWE could use Raw as the stage for a powerful emotional moment that sees the brothers reconcile. A reunion could lead to a full-fledged tag team comeback, with the Usos reclaiming their place as one of WWE's most dominant duos. The timing couldn't be more perfect. Raw's tag division is heating up with new teams like DIY, Imperium, and Alpha Academy rising through the ranks, and the Usos' return as a united front would instantly inject star power and main event credibility. However, a reunion might not come without tension. If Jay forgives Jimmy too easily, it could create a lingering sense of unease, leaving fans wondering if another betrayal is on the horizon. WWE loves long-term storytelling, and this could be the beginning of a redemption arc or another heartbreak waiting to happen. Another direction WWE could take with Jey Uso is to have him reignite his rivalry with the Bloodline, this time as the leader of a new resistance faction. For months, Jey has been the emotional heartbeat of the Bloodline saga, and his struggle to escape Roman Reigns' shadow remains one of the most relatable character journeys in wrestling today. If Reigns or Solo Sikoa make their presence felt on Raw, Jey could confront them head-on, reigniting his war against the family that broke him. This could lead to a blockbuster Survivor Series match featuring the Bloodline versus a team led by Jey Uso. Imagine Jey teaming up with stars like Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, and Kevin Owens to take down Roman's faction once and for all. Such a move would not only elevate Jey further as a single star but also position him as a true leader within WWE. His natural charisma, in-ring skill, and deep emotional connection with fans make him a believable main eventer capable of carrying major storylines. Triple A's creative vision has emphasized authentic, character-driven narratives, and Jey fits that mold perfectly. His rivalry with the Bloodline could even culminate in another confrontation with Roman Reigns down the line, this time on an even bigger stage with the stakes higher than ever. The third possible direction for Jey Uso on Raw tonight would be a shocking heel turn. While Jey has become one of WWE's most beloved babyfaces since breaking away from the Bloodline, his character has always carried emotional volatility. If WWE wants to surprise fans and shake up the Raw roster, they could have Jey turn against someone unexpected, perhaps Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, or even a returning Randy Orton. A heel turn would completely change the dynamics of the Red brand and give Jey a fresh direction heading into the winter months. He could claim that despite trying to move on, he still feels disrespected, overlooked, and misunderstood, leading him to embrace his darker instincts once again. Jey's emotional depth allows him to play both hero and villain convincingly, and WWE could use that complexity to create another layered storyline. A darker, more ruthless version of Jey Uso could target the top stars of Raw, declaring that if he can't find peace, he'll make everyone else suffer the same way he did under Roman Reigns' control. This would not only elevate Jey's character but also open doors for dream matches against some of WWE's biggest names. Whether he stands against the Bloodline, reunites with Jimmy, or shocks the world by turning heel, Jey Uso's next move on Raw could have enormous consequences. His popularity has skyrocketed since branching out as a singles competitor, and the WWE Universe has emotionally invested in every step of his journey.